And line 13, he waters the hills from his upper chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works. So he waters the hills from his upper chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works. And so that sends us to Psalm 147, 8, line 8. That says, he who covers the heavens with clouds, who prepares rain for the earth, who makes grass to grow on the mountains. And nobody does that but God. Praise God. And so then it also sends us to Jeremiah 10:13. So he waters the hills from his upper chambers, and the earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works. And so that sends us, the fruit of your works sends us to Jeremiah 10:13. That says, when he utters his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, or like a noise of waters in the heavens. And he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He makes lightning for the rain. He brings the wind out of his treasuries. Praise God. And that sends us to Psalm 135, 7. He causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He makes lightning for the rain, and he brings the wind out of his treasuries. All right, so that's that one. And then Jeremiah 10:13 also sends us to Job 38:34. Job 38:34. That says, can you, and we read that already. Can you lift up your voice to the clouds that an abundance of water may cover you? All right, praise God. So you can see all of that from Jeremiah and Job and Psalm, all of that being corroborated. Praise God. Let's go back to Psalm 104. Looking in verse 14. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and vegetation for the service of man, that they may bring forth food from the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man, oil to make his face shine, and bread which strengthens man's heart. The trees of the Lord are full of sap, the cedars of Lebanon, which he planted, where the birds make their nests. The stork has her home in the fir trees. The high hills are for the wild goats. The cliffs are a refuge for the rock badgers. All right, so let's elaborate starting at 14. So he causes the grass to grow for the cattle and vegetation for the service of man. And so that sends us back to Genesis 1:29. That says, and God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed, to you it shall be for food. And I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed that they're creating all of these GMO foods. They're creating all our fruit with no seeds in them. And so whenever if it doesn't have, if we grew up with a seed in it, like a watermelon and a grape and an apple and an orange, all of those had seeds in them. Those were the real fruit. This stuff that they making now, all that stuff is made in the lab. And so they're taking the seeds out, trying to do away with everything that God said in the Word. Those seeds are very nutritious for us. And those seeds, just the seeds, not only does it bear more fruit, but it's our medicine. It's our medicine. and they're taking the medicine from the foods. Whew. And that's a whole nother different story, and a different thing to get into about what's going on. But anyway, so, and it also sends us to, it says he causes the grass to grow for the cattle and vegetation for the service of man. So we need that food to grow and to prosper. And then that sends us to Job 28:5. But we're going to pause here, and then we'll just pick it up in that C part of 14.